lot of early risers around here. There were 2 families and they had like 10 things apiece.
They had more signs than items.
Now that was a joke, you know what I mean? We got up early for that.
So this first yard sale was set up as a multi-family. That's how it was advertised, but there was one table out and they weren't even set up. A little disappointing, but we're going to head on to the next one.
They should not bill 2 small families as a multi-family. The list.
Yay! Steve, you beat us. Amanda, Edward, Nancy. Number 5. Oh, let's go with Lady Glitter Sparkle, seriously. We use the name Lady Glitter Sparkles.
And Julie.
So around here, estate sales, you get to early, you sign a list because they only take the first 25 people on the list in.
Oh, there's tons of camera stuff still left. Tons of stuff in the basement still.
It's usually mayhem when you first walk in. Everybody's running around, knocking stuff over. This was an estate sale that had run the previous week. And on the second week, they were just doing $3 fill a bag. So basically, it was everything you could fit into one bag. As long as you could tie it, you just paid $3. It's most likely that the best stuff was taken in the first week, but it is good to run through these just to see what they have left. And the price, you can't beat. Now this family, the owner of the house was apparently really into photography. There were tons of cameras, tons of photography equipment, books on photography. These over here are some dark room timers. They're clocks, just wind up, stop clocks basically, and they glow in the dark, so those are pretty cool for decorations or even for use. They still sell those to these days. Most of the stuff that was in here was vintage, a lot of stuff from the 60s. There were some 8-track tapes, some records that have been picked over, pretty good. They had some dolls, a lot of porcelain stuff.
Domino will take care. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much.
This is the homeowner's dark room. He had enlargers. He had built this into his basement, and there was like a little cubby hole off of the basement where he developed film and made photographs. Besides the people that go to estate sales and the cool things you can find, it's just interesting to go around and poke around someone's house. I mean, when do you have an opportunity to see how someone else lives? And this home, it hadn't changed at all from, I'd say, the 70s. There were a ton of books, a ton of cookbooks, and a lot of medical books. A lot of them were about diabetes, so I don't know if the man was a doctor because there were textbooks, or if he was just trying to learn how to treat his own condition if he had diabetes. I'm not sure. The second yard sale, almost everything was brand new in the packaging. A lot of furniture as well.
$10. And I have another one.
The man who owned the house said he had bought all these items from a woman who had started a project and could not finish it. So there were a lot of items like sinks and cabinets, a lot of wall decorations. It looked like they were redoing a kitchen at some point. There were plastic bins all on one side of the yard, and you had to go through them, and most of them had some loose toys, a lot of wrestling figures. They were board games. Some of the board games had never even been opened. Box of wood there. A lot of books.
Okay, so that goes out late.
I was amazed by how much new and unused items there were. Paint brushes, boxes of nails. Those are from Restoration Hardware, chandelier. I'd give this yard sale a B to a B+.
Yeah, well, no, this one was like on the swing out that way, and I was doing it back then. I think all the stuff. It's beautiful light, for instance.
That is nice.
Yeah, that's another gorgeous.
What are you selling that for?
Yard sale 3. It was all kid stuff. A lot of clothing, some sports equipment, clothing for a little girl, probably age 12, some Shopkins. Those are always popular. But it was mostly toys, and they weren't the age range that I would look for myself. And it wasn't anything that I thought that I could buy and flip easily. So I walked through it anyway. They had a little bit of jewelry, but it was mostly costume jewelry. These are boxes and boxes of magic cards, and they were selling them for 10 cents a piece, or the whole box for $15, $20, $40. An industrial paper towel dispenser for a bathroom. Hey, puppy. Yard sale number 4. This was also in Barrington. It was a waterfront property, had to be worth $1 million. Most of the stuff was on the driveway. Right there was a pretty cool sculpture made out of wood, but it was broken, so I wasn't interested. A lot of the items here they had were decor, housing decor, like these boats right here would be good for a nautical theme home, which I'm sure they had, being that they were right on the water. The Duplos.
I know.
Are you buying both of these?
Yes.
Okay. Today's yard sale buys are this massive light, these antique flat top beer cans. There's hundreds of them in here. Red stripe. These are all flat tops, so they're all 70s. 2 sinks. And a couple of old vintage clocks for dark room timers. I haven't really gotten to go through most of these yet, but this one I figured might be worth some money, and looks like it's about 30 bucks on eBay.